Hi, it's the Car Baddie, and let me clear the air on these camshaft bearing statements. Okay? The first statement is you have to line home the LSLT camshaft bearings after installation. Well, depends on what type of cam bearing you're using. GM uses a clinch style bearing from the factory. It has a seam similar to a puzzle piece, and they're not completely round. Let me show you. Oh yes, in the back of my shirt is fire, isn't it? Okay. See the number 5? You can see that seam that I was telling you about. And if I turn it to the front, you can see where it kind of peaks at the top. So yes, that line honing is how they get the precise fit. Right, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, on your aftermarket bearing, like a Clevite or a Comp Cam or a Durbond, the cam bearing is already round, already completely round, and this has no seam. Okay, perfect. Give you a closer look. Completely round, no mountain peak in there. Made to press in without line honing. Now, to ensure the precise fitment on a aftermarket camshaft bearing, you can take the camshaft journal diameter and subtract it from the inner camshaft bearing diameter, and then that's how you're going to get your clearance. And that's going to let you know if it works for GM specifications. So that's how we verify precise fitment on those style bearings. Also, let's talk about the finish. Well, the factory bearing, it has a semi-finish. There's no coating in the inside or any sort of thing like that. But on my aftermarket, I have this beautiful, nice finish that resembles like a crank bearing coating. So you don't want to shave that off. There's also a difference in material. The GM factory cam bearings are a much harder material. So the fitment has to be spot on precise. Now, the aftermarket bearings are a little softer, so they can be forgiving for slight alignment issues. So that's another difference. What's another statement? Another statement from my comments was that you only replace the camshaft bearings if one is spun. Well, there's a multitude of sources online that show other builders replacing them whenever they seem fit. Everything on the engine can be replaced. That's just my experience. And if you actually do spin a cam bearing, not only do you have to worry about the bearing itself, but now you have to worry about the bore on this block, because now you've taken off metal that should be there. So that's a whole different problem in its own. Yeah, on my comments on my last reel where I removed these camshaft bearings, I don't know why I have people telling me that, oh, I'm actually doing main bearings or the crankshaft. No, GM has been rocking this push rod overhead valve engine for the longest, or we shouldn't have any confusion. The camshaft goes in here, okay? Camshaft goes in here. The crank bearings are here, and I still have 1/2 of them in, by the way. What's another statement? Let's see. Oh, another statement I received is, oh, those cam bearings are good to go. I've run worse in mine, and that's fine for you. But, you know, this isn't your bill type thing. I have a new camshaft, so I want it to ride on a new cam bearing. That's just my building preference. Now, could they have been fine? Probably. Yeah, they don't look too bad. And you'll have to understand, I started with import. So when I open my import engines, you won't see a single score. That's just what it is. You won't see a single scratch. And I don't care how many miles is on it. So that's just, my thing. What's another thing? I think I cleared it up. I don't think I have too many. But yeah. Oh, I've also seen people apply assembly lube to the outer area of the cam bearings before pressing them in. Well, GM says no lubricants. So, even though I'm not going to use lubricants, it works for other builders. Different strokes for different folks. So yeah, stop being so critical all the time. And stop believing things that you just heard instead of doing the due diligence to find out if they're truth or fiction. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.